Today I am going to be making shepherd's pie, but I am changing the recipe and doing it keto compliant and dairy free. Now, I think it's keto compliant. Nathan looked up ingredients and it said it was, but we don't eat, we don't follow a keto diet. We're doing this for the LOMAH Acres collaboration that they started. Um, they were doing it to see who could lose the most weight from November-ish to sometime in February. I'm not sure the exact details, but I know that he has a playlist with keto videos. So if that's something that you're interested in, is keto cooking and how to eat a keto diet, go look at that playlist on his channel. And again, we'll link it in the description. Today, I am making shepherd's pie. I'm going to start by putting a bag of green beans in. Then I'm going to put carrots in with those green beans. Now, generally, we would use just a bag of mixed vegetables, but that has corn and peas in it. So, we decided that we would just use green beans with some carrots in it. Now, if you aren't eating, just use whatever you want if you're not trying to follow keto or GAPS or paleo. I don't know. Different diets, a lot of different things. So, all my carrots are in. So I'm going to let that cook. It's on a pretty low temperature. That'd be one of the last things I need. So the next thing I'm going to do is chop this onion up. And the recipe that we looked at, they had you cook it separately, I think, but I'm just going to cook it in with a hamburger. Because I just want to have as few skillets as going as possible. I will probably put garlic in with this, but I haven't decided for sure yet. But we like having garlic in recipes. So I'm gonna get a different knife here because I don't want to sacrifice my good knife. Going to put gonna put 2 pounds of hamburger in here. You could use whatever meat you want, but we like hamburger and sausage, and we have more hamburger right now than we do sausage. We're gonna have to start raising our own. I'm going to wash up and I'll meet you back here, and I think we'll add some garlic. I didn't check to see if that was compliant, but I'm going to guess that garlic is. So I peeled my garlic. I'm going to add 4 cloves. And while I was doing that, I found a lid for the vegetables because that'll help cook a little bit more better. It'll help them cook faster. Hopefully, anyway. So I just got 4 cloves here. I'm just going to put them in the skillet in sort of small pieces, but do whatever you like, or just skip it altogether if you don't really like garlic. You could put it through a mincer or a garlic press to have a lot smaller pieces if that's what your preference is. Okay, so that's all good. And this hamburger is still kind of frozen because we didn't get it out of the freezer very early, so should have got it out yesterday, but we didn't. So I'm going to come back when this is all cooked up and when we're ready to move to the next step. The hamburger is done now, so I'm going to pour it in the bottom of this 9x13 pan. I'm going to try to get most of it off and then worry about that later. We will come back to the hamburger in a minute, or well, when the vegetables are done. The next thing, I'm going to heat up some water. I put maybe 3 cups in here. I'm not really sure. It's just, I put enough in there to hopefully cover or have enough to hopefully cook the 4 bags of cauliflower that I'm going to put in. You're supposed to bring this water to a boil. So I'm going to let that boil. The water's boiling. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. Then I'm going to add 4 bags of cauliflower. The recipe called for 3 to 4 bags. I went ahead and did 4. Just to where it went a little farther. But, we'll let that warm up, and then once that's warm, we'll drain it off. But that'll be in a minute. Okay. So, the vegetables are done enough now. So, I'm going to combine them with the hamburger. And, I added salt and pepper to that while we were waiting. Okay, so now I've got the hamburger and the vegetables in there. I'm adding 2 eggs. I'm going to try mixing it all together. I don't know if 2 eggs is enough or not. Doesn't look like it's going to go very far. Welcome to Cooking with Jeri. My cameraman is amused. So far that's what we have. This is coming together. Now all we need to do is add the mashed, or I don't know. Like, it seems weird to call it mashed cauliflower, but I guess that's what it is. Add the mashed cauliflower to the top, and then bake it for a little bit. But first we have to let the cauliflower cook. We just finished straining off the cauliflower. And then I'm going to get the immersion blender out and try using that to mash it. So I think that's probably close enough. So I think the last step before putting it in the oven is to just put this on top of the pan. So we'll do that now. Nathan added basil and cayenne red pepper to it, just some powder to it. Then you just spread this out to make the top of your pie. And in 30 or so minutes, it'll finally be time to eat. Time for supper! I'm gonna shut the oven off and then pull this out here. That's what the finished product looks like. It's been, 5 or 6 years since we've had this recipe. So hopefully we still like it. This is our version of shepherd's pie, and I think that's probably the end of the video. I mean, we could do a taste test, but it's really hot yet, so I think we'll dish it up and let it cool down for a little bit.